Hi guys, this is Jackie from techjackie.com. We're kind of video on SEO. First of all, if you're brand to this channel, make sure to press the subscribe button so when I release a new SEO video like this, you get notified. In today's video, I like to basically walk you through a course which I'm going to teach you how to rank Google Business Profile, or used to call us Google My Business or GMB, #1 on Google. This is going to be a no BS course. Basically, I'm not going to talk about any useless stuff. I'm just going to get right into details. And just for your information, this is the similar to what I basically just give to my consulting clients or coaching clients. So it's worth a lot, like many $100s. So what you're gonna get out of this course is gonna be very straightforward, very easy. I'm gonna make it very simple for you. Just stick along and watch along with me. For those of you who don't know who I am, my name is Jackie. I'm the founder of the techjackie.com web design SEO agencies. I regularly publish my SEO case study on my website, as you can see here, showing that I'm completely legitimate. I also publish a lot of my SEO case studies on YouTube channel as well, so make sure you go and check them out. Right, so without further ado, let's get started. Now I'm going to make it real easy for you here, and also going to show you some example of, let's say you got a website for some keywords. What are you going to do with that? Let's first understand the Google Business Profile ranking factors, right? Like now, ranking Google My Business or Google Business Profile is very straightforward, very easy, much more simpler than website, right? So basically, there are just three. I would like to divide into three categories of ranking factors, right? So the first category I would call it tier 1 categories, tier 1 factors. So the factors that really affect your ranking in a big way, right? Just to let you know that I like to do things simple, so I'm not gonna get into like little bit here and there advanced stuff of let's say schema this, schema that, or something like that. I mean, I've tried them and I haven't seen much of the results from those. So we're just gonna focus on things that are simple but get you the best bang for your buck, the best bang for your time, and the most the significant amount of results, right? So the first tier, these are the ranking factors that really affect your rankings in a big way. So #1 is going to be legitimate reviews, right? So whatever you got to do, just get the reviews, right? Get as many reviews as possible. It's not just the numbers, it's also how quickly, how fresh your reviews are, right? Make sure to respond to your reviews regularly. Do whatever it takes to get the reviews as much as you can, right? The #1 most important factor. And then we have what else? Engagement. You have to make sure that your profile gets some engagement, be it some click-through rate, some click around of your profiles, driving directions, whatever it is, get the engagement. Now, I'm not asking you to fake it. Obviously, there's a lot of tools out there trying to fake the engagement system, like click-through rate manipulations. You can try them. I haven't tried them on Google My Business yet. I've tried it on real website. They're useless. But on Google My Business, lots of people like to use them. They see results. I don't know. But whatever it is, you have to get engagement. I suggest you build a real brand, do some online marketing, promote your business offline, make sure to get the customers' engagement to your profiles, right? That's very important. So if you can nail these two, right? If you can nail these two regularly, I can guarantee you that your ranking is going to be it's going to go up very fast, and it's going to be very stable. I've literally ranked clients Google Business Profile, brand new profile, within a month in quite a competitive niche, just making sure that they're getting lots of reviews as much as they can in that 1 month, right? So you have to get the reviews. Engagement, very important as well. All right, now not a lot of things you can do in this, but again, it's all about having good businesses. Now, yeah, next thing is we have tier 2 factors. So these are the factors that you can play around with more. Like, #1 would be your website ranking, right? So the first thing is, let's say you want to rank for roofing Los Angeles, right? So let's say this is your Google My Business here, right? So Google My Business is tied directly to your website. So the higher you can rank your website on Google search results, the higher your Google My Business can be too. But again, it's not one-to-one relationship. It doesn't mean that like if you rank number one here, because you're going to rank number one here as well. It's not like that, but it's just that the higher you can rank, the more chance you're going to get your Google My Business to rank high as well. So if you can think about it, this is your website, this profiles. Your website and profile is a reflection of it. Your website is a reflection of your profiles. And there's also another thing here. So website ranking is one thing. So this, we include things like relevance and authority of your website. Again, the higher relevance and authority of your website, the higher your Google My Business is going to rank as well, because it's a reflection of each other. So what you can do to your website here. So first, you can create a location pages, right? So let's say this is your Google My Business is situated in let's say Los Angeles, right? Let's say you want to rank for something nearby areas, right? Like you want to expand your Google My Business to other areas. How can you do that? Again, you just have to think about what you can add to your website. Why not just create pages on your website about that area, right? So let's say you're Los Angeles, you want to rank in, let's say in another location. Just create another page for that location, another page for that location, another page for that location. And then all these, can be basically referred or mirrored back to your Google My Business. It's going to help you rank in other locations as well if you have these location pages created, right? I'm not going to really go much to details on how you can create them, because I think there's other videos available. But on a very quick level, it's just going to be very simple. Like let's say you have roofing Los Angeles. This can be roofing, in B city, roofing in C city, roofing in D city, etc., etc. Content can be unique, can be a little bit duplicated, doesn't matter. It just have to be relevant, right? Because all of this, remember, the logic here is the reference, or is mirroring with each other, right? And authority as well. So you just have to build more backlinks, more quality backlinks, more engagement signal, all the off-page signals. The more authority your website has, the better your Google My Business ranking is going to be as well, right? You have to remember one thing is Google My Business cannot rank too far away from its main locations, right? Like let's say you're situated in Los Angeles, you cannot just rank in in let's say San Diego, or for example something like that, if it's too far from each other, right? Now let me check for 1 minute. I'm not from the US, so let me check to San Diego. How far is it? Yeah, it's about almost 2 hours. So definitely you cannot rank that far, right, with just one Google My Business profile. It can only go like in in some nearby areas, but obviously the more pages, like you can increase the chance of it by having like more reviews, more engagement, more location pages, etc., etc. That will increase your chance of growing this what do you call this, the radius of how far your Google My Business can expand, right? But there's the limit to it, right? There's only so far you can go away from your main locations. So that's one thing you have to remember. But nevertheless, you can try to maximize this by having more location pages and authority to your website, and also all these factors as well, right? Next thing, and also you can also do many other things with your website as well that can reflect back to your Google My Business. It's not just about creating these pages. It can also be things like schemas, right? So you know about adding schemas. So for those of you who don't know what is schema is like basically a code where you put in your WordPress or your website backend in the code section, and basically tells to Google what is the type of your business, your address, your location, etc., etc. If you want to quickly generate schemas, you can just type in schema generator. There's a website called Technical SEO. This one here, technicalseo.com. They can help you generate schema code very easy and add it to your website. I'm not going to go into detail how to add them. I have a video on them already. I'll leave the link in the description. You can check that video out. So basically you can go to this and you can choose your type of business. I recommend just go with local business, right? and then just basically fill this up, right? You can choose as local business or any other type that you provide. Let's say you're a dentist, you can just choose this. If you have more specific, you can choose them, the name of the business, the image URL, and then your URL of your website, street, city, all that, and just click on generate, and this code here will be generated, right? And you just put it at the back end of your website, and this is what we call a schema. It helps Google understand a little bit better about your website. Now obviously there are people who really like to go crazy with schema. They do like nested schemas, advanced schemas, and all that, because they truly believe in schemas. Now I'm just based on my own experience, I don't think schema is that big of a deal, because otherwise, if you just basically just do, like, if you go an extra mile of doing schemas, I mean, would it be so easy for anyone to to manipulate this, right? Like, Google isn't that stupid to just rely on schemas like the very top ranking factors. It has its own place. So even if you go very far of making it very advanced or anything like that, I haven't, like, at least from my own experience, I haven't really seen it affected that much. I'd rather spend my time and money into getting more legitimate reviews than trying to spend an hour, 2 hour try to come up with like 100 lines of schema codes or something like that, right? Like it is, I don't think it's worth that much of a time, or rather time building more relevant backlinks, for example, that will help build the relevant signal to kind of help rank my GMB more, right? So this is what we can do here. You can also do things like linking to your GID, CID number as well. I have a video on that. I'll leave the link in the description. But again, I don't think nowadays is that big of a deal, because it's it's too easy to do. Also not that natural, right? To be linking to Google CID number, because if you think about it, normal business owners who doesn't know anything about SEO obviously doesn't know anything about CID number, right? So Google My Business designed for simple local businesses. Why would Google even consider using that as a factor, or at least as a bigger factor, when most of the people it is built for doesn't even know about it, right? So that's what it is. So mainly for website schema, of course, just added simple stuff, create location pages, and yeah, build the authority and relevance on your website. What else can you do here? Citations, right? So citations are basically set of websites that you basically create on other website, and have your name, address, and phone number of your business on it, right? And then this again is a reflection back to your Google My Business or Google Business profile. This is quite important for both the website ranking and also for your Google Business profile ranking, especially basically very important for local SEO. Now, how many citations do you need? You don't need a lot. You just need a few good ones. Like, for example, let's say you're a roofer, you want to rank in roofing Los Angeles. So things like Yelp, Yellow Pages, Angie List, all these, high authority, legitimate citations are what we need. If you're from other countries, you have to find out what is your citations country. If you don't have the citations in your country, you can just use, US or any other external country as well. But you can even use, if let's say you don't have citation in your country, at least maybe build some free Web 2.0s, right? Web 2.0 stuff to kind of help create the citations at least, right? Or at least social profiles, right? Your Facebook page, Instagram, Twitter, or X, something like that. Those social profiles can also be counted as citations, right? Because it's your profiles page. It tells about your name, your business phone number, your business email, location, address, etc., etc. So citations again is a tier 2 factors, not that important, but still secondary to this, right? What else here? So we talked about legitimate engagement, website ranking, citations. I think that's pretty much it when it comes to the Google My Business. Maybe it would be like, okay, yeah, your profile, so we can even count it. So profile completions, right? So how much have you filled up your profile? So this, I'm pretty sure a lot of you have already done it fully. Like your services, have you filled it up? Your photos, are you regularly updating them? Your description, are you writing them with the keywords and all that? And other fields that you can add, like your area service. If you have any special requirement, special services or something like that, just fill out as many as you can with the profile details here. Keyword in the business name is still an important factor. I mean, I can put it maybe here or here. It depends. Sometimes it's in tier 1, sometimes in tier 2. But the thing here is, if your business doesn't contain the keyword, if your business name doesn't contain a keyword, then you can risk getting your citation, or no, your big Google business profile suspended, right? Like, let's say your business name is Bidwell, but then you add the word roofing to it, then yes, you might get away with it, but over time, you might risk getting suspended, right? So you can add keyword to your Google business name if you want to, is at your own risk. But if your business name has it, then why not, right? It's a factor. It's definitely quite an important one as well. Okay. Now, of course, there are other things that people might like to do. Like sometime in tier 2, they like to do things like Google Stacks, for example. They like to, I don't know, do some maybe I don't know, like there's a lot of crazy things that people like to do, but like I said, I like to keep things simple. I just stick to things that work for me and repeatedly work for me as well. And as you can see, nothing crazy. And I think a lot of time when people, the reason why people are not able to get good ranking for their profiles is not because they're lacking this one. It's because they're lacking some of these, right? Because I'm pretty sure every one of them are doing their best to optimize their page, to build location pages, to build backlinks, to build as many citations as they can, to complete their profile as much as they can. But they still cannot break to the top 3, and that's because they're lacking either of these, right? Or maybe these two. So yeah, this is like, these two are hands down the, even if you don't do any of these and you just focus on these two, I can guarantee you that you can easily break into top 3 in a lot of the keywords easily. And these are like just cherry on the top, right? Like these two are so powerful that like, because these are so easily manipulated. Like, think about it. Like, why would Google make these such important factors when it can easily be manipulated, can easily be changed, can easily be gamed, right? Like, whatever is difficult to do is going to be more important as far as ranking factor or weight is concerned. Now let's look at tier 3 factors. So these are the factors that don't really do much or hardly anything at all. Like the first one is posting, right? The Google post that you have, like sometimes you see like these updates that you can post free, like social media type posts. So this one will be Google business profile post. It used to kind of help a little bit back in the day, but nowadays, like based on some of my recent tests, I don't really see them helping that much or at all anyway. You can do them if you have time, but I don't do a lot of posts now, just sometime, mainly just for businesses, right? Like not for ranking anymore, but just to kind of help build relationship with the business, just so I can get more engagement, right? That's all I'm doing it nowadays. Otherwise, you can try doing it regularly. That's up to you if you have time. But again, this is something which I don't really focus nowadays, which makes sense, right? I mean, it's so easy for anyone to just post like this, like thousands of posts in a month, for example. Why would Google make it such a big factor when it's so easily manipulated, right? So this something which is there. What else is there in the third and tier 3 factors? Probably I would say that's it. I think that's it that you can pretty much do with Google Business Profile. Very simple stuff, nothing much to do here. As you can see, very easy, very straightforward course. Let me see what else I can maybe share with you. So citations, you don't need a lot of them. Like I said, just need a few. You don't have to build a lot. Just make sure you hit like some of the top ones. How can you be sure what are the top ones? First, check out when you search for keywords, what are the citations ranking for your keyword. Like here we can see Yelp is ranking. It means it's very important. We have like GAF. I'm not sure if this is a citations or not, but Reddit is there. It's not citations, but it's something which you can add for free. So yeah, it can help for sure. Just add your business name, address, phone number there. What else is ranking here? Facebook page. So Facebook definitely important. Angie list, right? You can even search for your competitor's brand name and see what they have. So let's say AJ. Let's say what is this name? AJ Reyes Roofing. AJ Reyes Roofing. Search for a competitor business name and see what profiles they have. Yelp for sure. Instagram, yes. Facebook, yeah. YouTube, map request, home advisor, BBB.org, yes. All these have to build them, right? These are the top citations. These are what you need. You can even do some press release if you want to. That will add more citations, because when you do press release, do have the name, address, phone number all back to your profiles as well. But nowadays press release again don't get indexed too easily, and they have lost their value over time, right? So maybe rather than spending money on press release, I would spend money on like local links, right? Links from relevant local websites. Those help build more local signals and help rank your Google business profile more, right? Because it's giving the local signals. It is website ranking. Yeah, you just have to do good SEO to it. Add location pages. Don't have to do any crazy linking or anything. Make sure it's super optimized and all that, right? And yeah, tier 1 factors, very important. Get reviews, not the quantity but also the freshness. Get as many as you can in short amount of time. Engagement, very important. Not recommending to fake it, but just build real brand. Do some ads, run some ads, build normal business, guys. Build normal business. That's how you can rank your profile. And yes, you don't comment in my video down below that, oh, I'm saying this profile with 0 reviews now ranking #1, etc., etc. Yes, guys, I know they're outliers. I know there's sometimes businesses that don't even do anything and still rank very well. But that's just how it is with SEO, right? It's unpredictable. But what I'm telling you here is based on repeated success, right? I'm not just ranking all of my clients with 0 reviews, right? Yes, sometimes they can rank with 0 reviews if, let's say, they're lucky or they're located in some areas which Google really likes. Like mostly Google prefer to rank businesses from the center of the locations, right? And somehow that profile, just shot to the top, maybe temporary or anything like that, I don't know. But based on the statistics, right, just sticking to these, you can't guarantee the results pretty much every time you do it, right? So that's what I'm telling here. I'm not telling about the outliers, or like you don't need to do this or that because it will help you or anything like that. So that's it, guys. Very simple. Don't have to talk about anything fluffs. If you don't understand any points, you can ask in the comment section down below. Some of the things you can definitely watch further, like more detail about it, like how, for example, how to write location pages. But again, don't go crazy, guys. Just write normal optimized content, nothing complicated. GMB or Google My Business or Google Business Profile is the simplest thing there is in SEO, to be honest. And yeah, if you have any question about local SEO in general or Google Business Profile, just let me know in the comment section down below. That's all for it. Thank you for watching. See you in the next video.